students, welcome for the video classes. Today, in last class, it was this chapter Asia, location and physical features. Location I taught, we were talking about the physical features. First physical feature also explained about the northern lowlands, your Tennessee lowland, Turan lowland and Siberian lowland. But now second one is also a second one is the Central Highland. Central part of the Asia, imagine it is Asia, northern it is lowland, towards Arctic Ocean all the rivers are going. After this it is central part of Asia, it is Central Highlands of Asia. We'll talk about this. So, the Central Highlands comprises a complex system of fold mountains. What is fold mountain? When two plates are running in opposite direction, when they reflex, both have very good temper, plate 1, plate 2, and no one is going to go back. They will again press, when during this press, they will fold it. Both plate will rise. When both will rise, this rising is known as folding. So, this way, it is fold mountains are made there in this center part of Asia, which make up the core of mountain system of Asia. The mountain ranges radiates from the Pamir Knot, given the figure, page number 95, is situated to the south of Central Asia. South of Central Asia, the Pamir Knot is given. On page number 96, please open. Just of India, it is Pamir Knot is given. It is the southern part of Asia. Next 97 also given a physical feature, physical map. There also should search. Pamir Knot is the meeting zone of Central Asian mountain ranges. Page 98 given. Figure number 6.6. Pamir Knot is given just above India. From Pamir, the chain is spread out in the different direction to the northeast, southeast, southwest, and to the west. These ranges make up the skeleton of the continent. Skeleton, these are certain means main structure of the continent is made by these mountain ranges. The Pamir Knot, which is the high, which is with a height of 6,000 meters from the ground, sea level, mean sea level, is the highest plateau in the world. To the west of Pamir Knot, there is two ranges, Suleiman range and Pentacos range. Suleiman range extends in the southwest in Asia, north, south, east, west. I said it is in the southwest direction. In this part, it is southwest. It is Suleiman ranges. On page number 96, near India and Pakistan, you check. It is continued as Zagros mountain in Iran coast, and Zagros mountain covers the Armenian north, a plateau, and continues westward into Turkey by Taurus mountain ranges. Next one is the Hindu Kush mountain range. It runs westward. It runs westward from the Pamir Knot. Knot means meeting place of different mountain ranges. Westward to the northern Tajikistan, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and to the border of Iran. It continues westward as Elbrus mountain. It is in the west, Elbrus mountain. From Armenian north, the Elbrus mountain continues westward to Turkey as a Pontic mountain. Pontic is also named in the western direction. Page number 96, open and read that map. All these mountain ranges are easily given. two intermountain plateaus. Intermountain plateau means enclosed by mountain ranges. Means here is mountain, here enter mountain. Enclosed by the mountain ranges. Mountain what it is plateau. It is plateau of Iran by Alborz and Zagros, and plateau of Anatolia by lies between Pontic and Cheras in the south. This region is also known as Asia Minor. Last one is Karakoram ranges, belongs to India. Its range is also found in Jammu and Kashmir. It includes the mountain and the plateau regions to the east and northeast. The mountain range that run north of Himalayas is called Karakoram ranges of Himalaya. Gaudi National Plateau is the second highest peak situated in this region. In the east, this region is called Kailash. In the east, it is Kailash ranges. The Ladakh Plateau lies between the Karakoram and Himalayas. Karakoram Pass is in Jammu and Kashmir between India and China. The second mountain range, which starts from the Himalayas, proceeds two parts. The south part, which continues in China, is Kunlun. Its name there. In the north, it is Alti, and in the east, it is known as Nansan. Between Kunlun in the north and Himalayas in the south lies the plateau of Tibet, the largest plateau known as roof of the world. Tibet plateau is the largest plateau of the world, also known as roof of the world. The things are known as heavenly mountains in Chinese stretch to the northeast of Pami. Further north is the Altai mountain. To the north of Tensan lies three mountain ranges, Kingan, Altar and Stanovoi mountain, and to the northeast lies the Yablonovi mountains. The Great Mongolian Plateau lies between Kingan and Nansan. All these names of the Chinese mountains. Next, Himalayan mountain ranges. Very common, very familiar to all about Himalayan northern Alps in India. These proceed to the southwest and then to the east. These are the highest mountain ranges. Mount Everest, 8,048 meters from the ground sea level. This mountain range forms the northern wall of South Asia. In the northeast of Arunachal Pradesh, this mountain range runs southward. It's called Patkai Range. It is said southwards to the southward of Arunachal Pradesh. It is Patkai Ranges. More details we will study in 10 class. Patkai Range belongs to the border of India and Myanmar. Further to the south, Myanmar is assumed the name of Arakan Yoma and Pegu. Arakan Yoma and Pegu Yoma. Same ranges here. What is Patkai Ranges in India? It is in Myanmar as Arakan Yoma and Pegu Yoma. Next we will talk about the southern plateaus. Southern plateau, third one. Southern plateau is in the south of Asia. From the point of view, the land forms the three peninsulas in South Asia are plateau. The Arabian Plateau in the southwest, Midwest Asia, southwest plateau. Its name is Arabian Plateau. The Deccan Plateau, to the south of this continent, it is Dakshan in Hindi. So it is Deccan south. The plateau of San and Yunnan lies in the San state of Myanmar and Yunnan state of China. The Salween and Mekong rivers flow through these plateaus. It is here. It is the plateau of San lies in the state of Myanmar of China. Next, fourth one is the great river basins. Many great river valleys in Asia have been the cradle of different civilizations. What are our basic needs? Secondly important need, water, fresh water we want. So many civilizations settle around the rivers because fresh water is easy available. They will not carry it for a long journey. So they all settle there. And the bank of these rivers are fertile also, for irrigation also. All purpose fresh water is available in the rivers. So they are the cradle. Like Indus Valley is for civilization, Mesopotamian civilization and Chinese civilization. Many rivers originate from the snow ladder, mountain and flow through these plains bearing large quantity of fertile alluvial soil. One word is alluvial. Means transported soil. Every year brought by the rivers flowing through the flat water which is flowing in the rivers, too much muddy water. Okay, soil dissolved and running with the force of water in the rivers. It is transport soil or alluvial soil, very fertile soil. Deposit them in their respective valleys. This is how the great river basins are formed and very fertile valleys are. Few of them are very populated. Some are the valley of Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia means between the rivers in Iraq. This is formed by the river Euphrates and Tigris. It is between Euphrates river and Tigris river. It is Mesopotamia. So this is the land of Mesopotamia between Elbrus and Tigris and Euphrates, Mesopotamia. These rivers flow into the Persian Gulf. Second one is Valley of Indus. Indus means it is situated between India and Pakistan because this river flows in India and Pakistan. So this valley is also in India and Pakistan. It is formed by the river Indus and its 5 tributaries. One word again here, tributaries. So if main river of Ganga is means small rivers, they are not able to reach up to the ocean. These small rivers contributing their water to the main river of Ganga. So these rivers are known as tributaries. Tributary means contribution of the water from small rivers to the main river. It is tributaries. So Indus river has 5 tributaries: Ravi, Jhelum, Beas, Satluj and Chenab. This valley occurs in a large area in Pakistan and India. The valley of Ganga Brahmaputra. Open page number 118. There is given 118. This map please you open and watch there. Here given Indo-Gangetic plain up to India and Brahmaputra plains in Assam and eastern states of India. It is 2 valleys, great river valleys. Valley of Ganga and Brahmaputra in the India forms the Great Plains, Indo-Gangetic plain and Brahmaputra plain. Stretching from Indus Valley in the west to Brahmaputra in the east. The Great Plains of China are formed by the 3 large rivers Huanghe, Changjiang or Yangtze and Xinjiang. These rivers empty in the Pacific Ocean. The Huanghe river is also known as Sorrow of China because every year it is changing its course. The last physical feature is fifth one. The islands. There are many island groups east and southeast of mainland of Asia. Most of the islands are the submerged part of the old mountains and plateaus. Volcanic mountains. Most of islands are rocked by a part of Pacific Ring of Fire. In the Pacific Ocean, 66% of the total volcanoes are found in Pacific Ocean of the total world. In that, approx 1 lakhs volcanic eruptions are every year noticed. Not recorded, but they are all not noticed. Many are deep in the ocean, arise and settle down. So, but continuous, they are occurring every year. A chain of volcanoes surrounding the Pacific Ocean. The most important island groups are as below. First one is Volcano Island. NASA's Earth Observing EO1 satellite captured the birth of a new island off the coast of Gwadar in Balochistan, Pakistan. After the earthquake of about 7.8 on Richter scale on 24 September 2013. From that eruption, mouth coming only methane gas and mud. So it is also known as mud volcano. It has been confirmed by the National Institute of Oceanography NIO of Pakistan. Next island group is Kuril. They extend from the Kamchatka Peninsula up to mainland of Japan. Further south are the islands of Taiwan, Philippines and Indonesia. Next one is the Malay Archipelago. Archipelago means group of island. Is the largest system of island groups. It lies within the Indian and Pacific Ocean. It lies within Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean. This region is Malay Archipelago. Means a group of islands. It lies in the Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean. It includes the islands of New Guinea, Celebes or Sulawesi, Borneo, Sumatra, Java, Bali and Timor. It is Malay Archipelago. One word came island. Island means any area which is surrounded by water from three sides. Means if it is this much is covered with water, this part is connected to land only. Here it is water. It is peninsula. From three sides it is packed with water. So I hope you understood this chapter. Notes I have given, you complete it, learn it. Next class we will meet about and talk about Asia, natural vegetation and climate. Thank you.